It's week 2 in the Championship. A few surprises this round. Let's take a look. Swansea 0, Blackburn 3. Go on then. Who had Blackburn top with a 100% record and no goals conceded after 2 games? Not me. Okay. A brilliant start for Rovers. Brilliant win down at Swansea. Goals for Smodic straight in on debut and in amongst the goals. The first of the season for Ben Brereton, Diaz, and another for Lewis Travis. 2 in 2 for him. A huge thumbs up for Blackburn and Jean Dahl Thomason. The opposite really for Swansea and Russ Martin. Familiar problems, loads of possessions but no wins, and opponents do seem to be waiting to pounce on that Swans fallibility. Bristol City 2, Sunderland 3. Sunderland are climbing nicely to the Championship, and striker Ellis Sims too. He had a good loan down in League One previously with Blackpool, and some sure signs he looks ready to take on Championship goal scoring duties. Sims with the early opener. A rather predictable Bristol City scorer as Andy Vyman yet again equalises for them. The Robins then take the lead in the second half as Chris Martin sort of bundles one home. But Sunderland were taking this one. The comeback comes. Sims gets a second. And then last season's 26 goal top scorer Ross Stewart popped up with the winner. A first win for the Mackems to add to last week's draw. And certainly not the first very grumpy press conference from Bristol City boss Nigel Pearson after another defeat. Burnley 1, Luton 1. Lots of plaudits for Burnley last week. Rightly so, but Luton would have been licking their lips hearing all of this, hoping to shut down that narrative nice and early in the season. Great start from the Hatters. They got after Burnley right from the off and took the lead after 5 minutes through Dan Potts. Luton really limited Burnley in that first half, but the Clarets equalised fairly soon into the second. Nice finish from Josh Brownhill to secure a point. He looks like he started the season really well. Both sides undefeated so far. We'll learn a little bit more about Burnley each and every week, but we already know very well all about Luton, and they are going to be a tough opponent wherever they go this season. Birmingham 2, Huddersfield 1. Birmingham also in proving pre-season doubters wrong thus far. I won't go into detail on this one right now because I was there on Friday. So if you are interested, check out the matchday vlog by clicking right here and then come back and join us for the rest of the review. Preston 0, Hull 0. 2 played and 2 0-0s for North End. 31 shots across those 2 games and no goals. Perhaps points to some conversion issues there for Preston. Hull pick up a clean sheet and remain undefeated. Looking at the numbers, they'll probably be the more pleased of the 2 sides on the day and probably the happier fan base overall with 4 points already on the board. Sheffield United 2, Millwall 0. A good bounce back from opening day defeat for Sheffield United, who continue that really good home form from the back end of last season. Where are the regular goals coming from is an oft-asked question at Bramall Lane, so they will be pleased with Ilman and Dye getting the opener here, even if Gary Rowett wasn't too pleased with the build-up to this goal. He will also not have been pleased at all. Very uncharacteristic, unforced error from Millwall. They give the ball away. Fleck plays in Berger, who expertly rounded Białkowski to finish. And Millwall, in fact, had the Polish keeper to thank for keeping that score down to just 2 after he saved Ollie Norwood's penalty. Back down to earth for Millwall and their fans after they were top after round 1. Blades back at it with a first victory. That's our early top 6 done. Before we do the rest of the games, do me a favour and hit the like button on the video. Help support the channel. West Brom versus Watford. Sheffield United's conquerors from opening day. Watford will be playing against Steve Bruce's West Brom tomorrow night. I will be there. Take a look out for the vlog as soon after full time as is humanly possible. QPR 3, Middlesbrough 2. The first win for Mick Beale at QPR and the return from injury of Chris Willock. I wonder, could the two things possibly be linked? An absolute banger of an opener from Starman Willock, followed by yet more keeping issues for Middlesbrough. And this time it's new guy Zach Steffen struggling from the corner, pretty much dropping it on Jimmy Dunn's head to make it 2-0. Another set play, another cross into the box, another goal, and Lyndon Dijk sticks this one home to maybe appease some of the Rangers fans, unsure as to whether he's going to be regularly enough in the goals at Championship level. Don't know what it was with the players in this one. Couldn't defend a set play for love nor money. Here's Matt Crooks getting one back for Borough before half-time. And likely the first of many Marcus Forss goals after his arrival from Brentford in the second half to make it 3-2. No complete comeback for Borough though, who ended the game with 10 after Dara Lenihan saw red in stoppage time. Big boost for Beale, the win and the return of Chris Willock. Not a great start for Borough, but at least the problems look plain and obvious and maybe a continuation from latter days. Chris Wilder, you'd think, would be on sorting them out soon enough. Reading 2, Cardiff 1. It was a great start for the new look Cardiff last week, and they were in front early in this one as well, hoping for more of the same after Callum O'Dowda netted for them. But back came Paul Ince's Reading. Statistics ahoy about Shane Long. I won't throw you in anymore. Needless to say, he scored his first goal for Reading for a very, very long time from the penalty spot to make it 1-1. Paul Ince seems to get a lot of stick for everything, especially signing his son Tom Ince. The pair then become a bit of a lightning rod for stick together. So how about this? A Tom Ince winner for his old man. And he absolutely smashes this one in. Great finish and a great win and a big 3 points for the Royals. For Cardiff, it's going to be a case of how long this bedding in period takes under Steve Morrison. They won't want inconsistency to creep in. For Reading, winning this type of evenly matched home game is a very, very good habit for them to get into and stay into if they're going to have a good season. Stoke 2, Blackpool 0. You really felt that Michael O'Neill needed this one. A bit of a poor showing on the road to lose at Millwall. This was much, much more like it for Stoke. Home win, clean sheet, and not a single shot on target for opponents Blackpool in this one. A double assist for wing-back Josh Tymon down that left-hand side. And in a wing-back system, you love to see this. Left-hand wing-back crossing to right-hand wing-back as Harry Clark opened the scoring in the first half. And what about this cross in the second half for Jacob Brown to make it 2-0 with 15 minutes to go? Great work from Tymon. One win, one loss for both of these two sides who find themselves next-door neighbours early on in mid-table. Norwich 1, Wigan 1. Norwich's slow start under Dean Smith continues, but perhaps a little bit more cause for optimism this week. Chilean Marcelino Nunez debuted for the Canaries against last year's League One champions Wigan, but it was the Latics who took the lead following a Norwich error playing out from the back. Will Keane slips in James McLean for the opener. Max Aarons got the equaliser in the second half. But despite Norwich's 70% possession and 22 shots, they could not go on and take the 3 points in this one. Wigan will be very pleased with the point. Liam Richardson said they would jump on the bus and happily take that back with them. Norwich fans starting to get a little impatient for that first win of the season. Dean Smith needs that to come sooner rather than later. Coventry versus Rotherham. Well, this game was due to be the 3 p.m. kickoff on Sunday, but it has been postponed after damage to the pitch at the CBS caused during the Commonwealth Games Rugby Sevens this past weekend. Let's have a look at the round 2 table, and up at the top, take a bow, Blackburn, the only team with a perfect 6 points, although Watford could join them on Monday with a win. 4 teams following up there on 4 points thus far. Down at the bottom, it is 0 for Bristol City and last year's losing playoff finalists, Huddersfield Town. Get involved down there in the comments. Let me know what you thought of your team's performance this weekend. And why not open up your outlook a little bit and give us a shout out to a team that you don't support. Let me know who has impressed you so far in the Championship. If you haven't already seen it, you can click right here and check out last week's review of round 1 in the Championship.